My name's Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be about threadlings. Your warlock's hands are going to be able to spawn infinite threadlings, and they're going to pack a punch with Spirit of Verity, massive grenade damage, osmiomancy for unlimited threadlings, pairing it up with pack tactics to make our threadlings absolute nuclear bombs. Look at the state of that. Absolute broken ass build. Stay with me, I'll break it down. Firstly, we're on a Prismatic Warlock build, and we're going to be using the exotic class item combo with osmiomancy Verity. But osmiomancy firstly, just show you what this does. Your grenades recharge quicker on hits. Any grenade recharge quicker on hits. So now just look at this. Your threadlings actually count as 3 hits, 1, 2. So I only managed to hit 2 targets there. So you'll just see it go up. That's the osmiomancy kicking. 2 little taps. That's why I like osmiomancy. Feed the void on top of that. Devour. Every time you defeat a target with an ability, you're going to get Devour. That gives you health and grenade regeneration. So now you're going to see the osmiomancy and the Devour working together. Just look at the state of that. You've got a grenade back in about 3 seconds. Absolutely nuts. It's alright throwing threadlings, but we need to make these actually do damage instead of hitting like marshmallows. So what we're going to do is pair it up with Spirit of Verity, weapon, final blows with a damage type matching your grenade, grant a stacking grenade damage bonus for an improved duration, 100% extra damage. I'll use a couple of strand weapons which we'll go into. You'll see how easy these death runs is to keep up. That's your Spirit of Verity, your Devour, your osmiomancy all kicking in. Now your threadlings are going to do some absolutely massive damage just with Verity on its own. But wait, we've got a bit more as well. Pack tactics, dealing damage with threadlings, increases threadling damage at maximum stacks. Threadlings stun unstoppable champions. So we're going to pair that up with a Spirit of Verity. We have also got threadling proliferation, dealing strand weapon damage, has a chance to spawn a threadling. This all works with your osmiomancy threadling grenade and your pack tactics. You spawn loads of them. So basically with pack tactics, get your Weaver's Call down firstly, and you're going to see that pack tactics getting stacked up there on the side. This is all increasing your threadling damage across the board. It improves your Weaver's Call threadlings and your grenade damage just on its own. It makes them hit very, very nicely. But what we're going to do, obviously, is going to pair it up with Spirit of Verity. So just watch these numbers. 276 with your pack tactics active. Now I'm going to have pack tactics active and the death runs. Now bearing in mind I couldn't actually get the full on death runs effect because I was just having to spawn enemies in. But 276, put your Weaver's Call down first, get your pack tactics going, and you're going to see 469, absolutely massive. Now, there's loads of different strand weapons you can pair up. Something like Mint Retrograde, Bait and Switch, Hatchling would be a good perk as well. But the new malpaise is just absolutely insane for this build. You're going to get atomizing rounds, detonations, you're going to get a suspending blast, and you've also got the brand new catalyst on there, which also unravels targets now whenever you detonate. So just for now, how I like to do my videos is just start off with something very simple, just something like Solo Ops. It was an ultimate version, so I just want to show you how easy it is to keep your death runs up from your Spirit of Verity. Very, very nice. Now, bearing in mind, you don't always have to get maximum stacks because you got that pack tactics going in the background as well. And I aren't even really trying here. Literally, you'll see my threadlings coming back so fast. Really, really easy. And like I said, I'm going to show you some really hard content or some harder content in the game a bit later on, but I just want to show you how easy it sort of is to keep that Spirit of Verity going, because it did get a few buffs over the last couple of seasons. The ease of use with Verity now is exceptional. I'm just going to take a minute just to focus on pack tactics one more time. Dealing damage with threadlings increases threadling damage. So basically your Weaver's Call, as I've shown, you throw that down through your threadling grenade, and it will also buff your Needle Storm out as well. So I've just got a few clips how your Needle Storm actually gets buffed by pack tactics as well. Put your Weaver's Call down, make sure you've got a decent stack of your Verity, throw that, that's all extra damage, and that's also going to buff your grenade damage, your Weaver's Call, and your Needle Storm out. So threadlings actually feel very, very nice, and like Over said, over the last couple of seasons, they haven't really felt like very powerful. They've felt a bit like marshmallows, throwing marshmallows at enemies. But with pack tactics and Verity going on, they actually feel incredibly strong now. In fact, I'm going on record to say they're actually meta. People just don't know yet. Now look at these damage numbers, death runs, look at the state of this. Shielded enemies, 1062. That's absolutely huge numbers. And like I said earlier on, the ease of use of Verity and Osmiomancy is just so good. You can literally just spam them. I've got another grenade back already. It is so good. If you want a threadling grenade spam build that actually puts out damage, this is the one for you. It is so strong. Just look at the status. This was -40, ultimate version. Everything you see from now on is going to be at least ultimate version and mythic, which we'll show you a bit later on. But even defeating champions, guys, with your threadling grenades just wasn't heard of until this season. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got mythic to show you on a few more things as well, but I just want to focus on the build itself or some of the fragments and the mods that I use. So basically, I'm running 3 grenade font mods, which will boost my grenade up to 200 whenever you've got an orb of power. I personally like to run. You can drop one of these if you want, but having 200 threadling damage is crazy. On my legs, I like to boost out my weapon damage a little bit and be able to get special ammo back. So a couple of weapon fonts will help your weapon damage as well whenever you've got an orb of power. And then also on my helmet, just with the pack tactics and the needle storm, just a little super font. It's not like the main source of the build, it's the threadlings, but an extra 20 intellect will push me over that 100, which all helps the cause. Of course, the prismatic fragments are absolutely huge. Facet of Hope, whenever you've got an elemental buff, cough cough devour, your class ability is going to regenerate more quickly, so you're going to have infinite Weaver's Call. Facet of Balance, you're going to be killing lots of things with darkness damage, and that is going to add on top of your Devour and your Osmiomancy to give you even more grenade energy back. Facet of Purpose, whenever you pick up an Orb of Power, you are going to get Woven Mail for extra survivability. On top of Facet of Protection, whenever you're surrounded, you're going to be resistant to incoming damage. And then finally, Facet of Solitude to make your weapons have a severing effect with precision hits. Another little figure with the seasonal artifact perks. If you run something like Eartard, a solar precision weapon that's going to fire fast, pair it up with your Fever and Chill, you're going to get Radiant as well. Now, when you're Radiant, it also procs your Shield Crush, which is going to give you even more grenade damage, which is just absolutely fantastic. Another little combo you should keep an eye out for, with Facet of Protection, while surrounded by combatants, you're going to be more resistant. Pair it up with the new seasonal artifact perk, the Iron Lord's Vigor. While wielding a sword, you take decreased damage, plus your Woven Mail and your Facet of Protection. Pair it up with a strand sword, something like the Abyssal Edge with Surrounded. You are literally unkillable, and don't forget, that will also proc your Verity. So you've got your new malpaise and your sword. You're pretty much covered for everything. Loads of extra damage while you've got your Surrounded going on your sword. You've got your detonating rounds on your scout rifle. Extra damage from your threadlings. Infinite threadlings for your Osmiomancy, Devour, and the fragments that you've seen. This build is an absolute joke. It is by far the strongest build I have used this season for ability damage. It is so strong. Absolutely nuts. And what I actually found out while I was playing the build with the new malpaise, the atomizing rounds, you're going to be able to detonate at the same time your threadling grenades hit. So I've got a little clip of an example of what you can do. Stick your rounds to a target, throw, detonate, and you get like a double detonation, one from your threadling, one from your weapon. So it really helps the situation out. And don't forget, you can scatter them rounds as enemies spawn as well. So you can sort of time it with your new malpaise. At the same time your threadlings hit, detonate your rounds. Just a cheeky little bonus that I found while I was playing. And the Abyssal Edge with Surrounded is obviously, like I said, get that extra damage resistance from your Woven Mail and your seasonal artifact perks. And this also helps to cause while putting out an absolute crap ton of damage. Fingers go green, your hands turn to green. Threadling grenades infinite. Let me know what you think of this video. A thumbs up helps, a follow is absolutely massive for my channel. I don't ever ask for it. I will leave a dim link in the video description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.